Hey, Spirit Family, it's your girl, God's Echo, back with another message from the ethers. So, I went to the library today and I looked in the little religious section, and this is the book that jumped out at me. One of the biggest, look how thick this is, one of the biggest books on the shelf. This was the one that jumped out to me. And so, I grabbed it, right? As soon as I pop it open, and I do this a lot with a lot of especially like scripture books that got like actual information in them. It's just something about flipping and finding the page. This was the first one I got to, and it's the Saint. This is the Directory of the Saints. This book got so much history of Catholicism in it. I plan to learn a lot from it, and I know I was led here for a reason. But Spirit said to actually make a video of this, and once I read it, you'll understand, and I'm gonna break it down for you. Okay. So it says Catherine of Siena. Catherine's aggressive spiritual beliefs divided public opinion about her true understanding of the faith. Some thought her hysterical, others an exemplary visionary. Like Hildegard of Bingen, this remarkable woman was a mystic who experienced visions and wrote meaningful religious texts. Both also became involved in worldly affairs. Catherine was the youngest in a family of 25 children. Her twin sister died at birth, and age 6, she is said to have had her first vision of Jesus. She used to say a Hail Mary on each step of the staircase while ascending or descending. Frightened and angered by her behavior, her family insisted on her working incessantly, never allowing her to be alone. This is crazy. However, her patience and obedience convinced her father of her holiness, and he permitted her to become a Dominican tertiary. She lived a solitary life of prayer until 1366, when she was said to have received a vision of Mary, the Blessed Virgin, who led her to Christ. Catherine was convinced she had received a wedding ring given by Christ, though no one else could see the jewelry. After this experience, Catherine went out into the world and began to preach. A band of followers gathered round her, referring to her as Mama. She was energetic as a preacher, and not all the citizens of her hometown, Siena, admired her style. Some thought her hysterical, but she won respect from the Pope after admonishing people to go on a crusade to the Holy Land. In 1375, while visiting Pisa, Catherine suffered pangs of pain and claimed she was marked by the stigmata, wounds identified with those of the crucifixion. Again, none could see the scars, but on her death, they became clearly visible. Wait, I read this already. I skipped that part. Listen. In all her contact with the public, Catherine had developed a talent for mediation, which brought her into church politics. Oh boy. For some 75 years, the popes had lived in exile in Avignon. Now, Catherine became involved in persuading Pope Gregory XI to return to the papal seat in Rome. Gregory responded to her quasi mystical call and sailed for the city in 1376. After Gregory's death, French factions in Avignon selected a rival pope in opposition to his successor, Urban VI. Catherine tried to settle the dispute, but aroused such anger in her opponents, they threatened her life. In 1380, which this said 1376 was around the time that her guy Gregory came, and then he passed away. So 3 years later, she dreamt she was being crushed by a ship that symbolized the church. Wow. Shortly afterwards, she was paralyzed for days by a stroke before her death. So after I read this, and I just, turned to the page, all that good stuff, I said, wow. Oh, up here, key facts. She was a Dominican tertiary, okay, from 1347 to 1380. Her birthplace was Siena. She was a patron of Italy, and Italian nurses, which jumped out to me because I'm a nurse. Feast day is 29th of April. The emblem is the Dominican tertiary habit, a stigmata, or the stigmata with the hands. You see how it's got this little red drop right here, right? She was supposed to have the holy stigmata and holding a cross and a crown of thorns, and the lily was her flower. Listen, I'm already at 5:33, or that was 5. Yeah, that was 5:33. I just want to say this. For one, Spirit said that this, how do I put, saints don't die. Us, Spirit family, true chosen ones, our spirit don't die. This is a spirit that is still on the 3D. Okay? She did not ascend to the heavens. Her spirit is still hovering. And from what I'm getting is that someone put a love spell on one of you, Spirit family, whether you're male or female. Somebody put a love spell on you. You see how here it says that, what is this? In 1366, she was said to have received a vision of Mary, the Blessed Virgin, who led her to Christ. Catherine was convinced she had received a wedding ring given by Christ, though no one else could see the jewelry. This is somebody who this divine feminine that I'm talking to, that is under this curse, this spell that has you stuck to the church, for one. So this is a pastor, a minister, an evangelist, okay, I guess a prophetess. This is someone in the religious sector, okay. Somebody put you under some type of delusions to make you feel like either you had to marry a pastor or you had to preach. Like it forced you into preach. Say she started preaching right away. She did all these crusades and stuff. So this is a feminine that was never supposed to be a Christian, was never supposed to preach. And somebody came through, like I said, strong delusions. It had to do something with the man as well. This is all mind manipulation. This card jumped out while I was reading. The magician. Yeah. Somebody put this Saint Catherine of Siena love spell through visions on a divine feminine who need to get the fuck away. Excuse my language, but this ain't the Bible. Okay? Somebody put this love spell on you. And it's broken. Okay, just by us. See, that was also what I was hearing about. Something about how they said Rumpelstiltskin. They would never say his name or something. So it's something significant about if you don't know what these hierophants, okay, these witches, these wizards, these warlocks, type of incantations that they're speaking over you, or the names of these spirits that they're attaching to the chosen one, then you can never get away. Somebody has the love spell of Christ. Do you hear me? That Saint Catherine of Siena, another chosen one, was under. And this is how they're getting away with these type of things in the ethers. Because they're still attaching holy spirits. Come on here, somebody. But I'm going to leave that for another video because I'm already at 8:54. But whoever you are, this curse is broken. You had a love spell over you. You may have just recently left somebody. You may have left the church. Something to do with a preacher, too. I'm telling you, yep, with this King of Wands. Yeah. You got a preacher put a spell on you to keep you coming back to church, to keep you working for him, serving him. Something, and he made, if somebody came to you in your dream and proposed to you too, that's how you gonna know this is significantly for you. If you need me, my contact information is in the description box, and I'm always around. Till the next one, peace be with you.